guess we're getting into a couple of the barns in the back that not a lot of people get to go into to do some picking. So we'll take you on that ride. Stop number 2, Merchant Square Antiques. Okay,
yeah.
So 12 cents. So
10 cents is 1950s.
10 cents, 1950s.
12 cents is like early 60s, mid 60s, and then
So
15 cents.
who was to blame for the inflation?
The government. Government. But like 15 cents is late 60s, early 70s. So like this is cool. And you'll see in the early 60s ones, there's a lot of offshoot, like Charleston Comics. Oh wow, 10 centers. That's dope. Nice shape too.
And I want to learn, and not that I want to collect, but I want to be able to recognize value,
Right.
because you come into contact with these books at Goodwill, you don't know what their value is.
Conditions everything.
Sure.
So if it's separating from the binding or anything, unless it's like a home run.
Hot women on the cover. How much extra?
I love it, but not a lot, turns out. Sometimes, yes. When I first started out, I would just buy the covers because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a dope ass cover.
So it's got to be worth something.
I think I could probably sell this if it was $2, and I could probably get 5 for it or whatever. The biggest issues are called the key issues, and they're not always like a number one. A lot of times,
It's like story arcs and introduction of new characters.
Exactly, and they never do that till like issue 15. They introduce a character for the first time.
All right, so I'm going to challenge you. Find the most.
Thank you.
Find the most valuable, like what you would think the most valuable underpriced comic book they have.
Here's a Men of War #1.
Does this guy know what he has, first of all? Do you think this guy knows what he has?
Probably. I mean, most of these people in these kind of shops, they do the homework. Visual merchandising is everything. It's the key to why we buy stuff.
Star Trek with William Shatner. That guy's almost dead. That could be worth something. He's actually gone to space now, so...
He did? He really did?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He went up there in the Jeff Bezos rocket.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's on YouTube. You should check it out.
That's the Virgin guy, right? Virgin
No.
Records?
No, that's Amazon dude. Jeremiah's pickle review. So number 1 and a number 1?
Mm-hmm.
The 2 number 1s? Okay.
Those #1s.
Got it.
For $75 a piece.
Mm.
I think just the whole.
Tell us where we're at.
Oh, we're at an antique mall, but the owner's private collection.
This is the owner's private collection. We are behind the antique store for behind the scenes antique store pick.
This is like where they warehouse stuff. There's like a layer of dust on most of this stuff, like 3 inches thick because it hasn't been touched in forever. This is where we go real and deal.
Look, this whole box has toys on it.
I think it's
probably books though, Josh.
It's for entertainment. Come on. 80s furniture.
I was gonna say, were you the one telling me about Doritos?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got 3 of them here. I have like 4 of them in my storage right now, though. It's like a knockoff Remington, but it's still pretty old. Wow. Yeah, look at that stool. That's from a drafting desk. That's probably worth some money right there. They'll have tags on it, but don't worry, you can negotiate with them for, there's some stuff that has $1 amount on it.
Look at this gargoyle. It's got light.
Made out of, not got it.
No, he's got electronics. His eyeballs light up.
Oh, I guess they do a pretty big deal for Halloween. So like, there's a lot of Halloween stuff. There's the
Front end, old Coke.
Mhm.
Do you think that's a legitimate pirate outfit right there?
No, I think it's a Halloween costume thing. They're really big in Halloween, so that stuff's
Oh, gotcha.
track.
You want to buy a claw machine? Thinking of buying a claw machine, put it in the living room, fill it with loose Star Wars, He-Man, G.I. Joes, and you charge people $1? But it looks like a fucking Ecto-1 with all the dust on it, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I guess the front of it.
Also, you gotta give respect.
There's no such thing.
No, it's Kenny.
No, there's no imagination here, guys. Sorry. Move on to another channel if you're looking for imagination.
This is, oh my goodness. Wow.
I said, hey guys, is this the Ecto-1? They're like, no, this is a caddy. And I'm like, oh, come on. Of course it's a caddy. You can't play around a little bit?
We're gonna beat you up outside.
You don't understand. The car people that would potentially watch the channel would be like,
No, car people aren't gonna watch us. Okay, so this is a ghost challenge. You can't see in. This place is haunted. I want to see a face. Come on, show me a face. Show me a face. Put some hands up on the window. Show me a face. If this car is haunted. Oh, not haunted.
"You're that big."
Put some arcade. Pre-World War II 2-pence crane machine. Holy crap. Old crane machines. I don't know if you could see. I got the light this way. 3 cranes in there. Holy crap, dude. There's some records. Here's a Van Halen. This is Michael Jackson.
There's no.
Yeah. I got him. Just write it in. Move something if you want to come home with me. Right now. Move something. So, she didn't move anything, but, the original Annabelle was an actual Raggedy Ann doll. A little bit bigger. And so I decided to bring her home anyways. One of the few things we got there, because they shut down all the Barbies that they were going to take to their other location in Missouri, they said. But she came home, and she has a nice little chair, and that's where she sits. I wonder if he works. He does not work. George Bush does not work. Oh my god, there's some creepy fucking mannequins up here.
I know, I bought like 3.
Holy shit, this is... Oh my god. Oh my god. You gotta go see the creepy mannequins.
That's a sweet disco from the 80s.
It's much better up here.
Yeah,
It always is, man, yeah.
My legs are 10 degrees.
She's got boobies. That's creepy. There's a dead girl here. Oh. Oh my god, I found it. I found the creepy doll. Oh my god, there's 2 fucking Barbies. Oh! There's 2 freaking Barbies. Oh, there's 3 Barbies. There's 3 Barbies. Look how much dust is on them. This doll is serious. Alright, if you're haunted, move. Do something.
Yeah, so we're thinking about taking them over, or at least a collection room, but
Yeah,
we want to deconstruct it before we take
these are more like the style I get to go with the desks. Yeah.
There's a doll in
I
here.
got like 3 of those desks.
I know.
There's a doll in here.
Um,
Is it creepy? There's some creepy dolls in here.
There's so many projects, you know, I have to prioritize the projects.
Right.
Oh boy. Look at those creepy fucking eyes, dude.
Why are you releasing all the dolls?
Why are you finding all
Her
that?
eyes are rolled back into her head. If you move, do something. This is her sister, and look at her eyes. Her eyes are fine.
Yeah, that sister looks like she's trying to choke the other sister.
Did you just find Tom Cruise's signature?
I think I did.
We gotta check that on the internet.
What?
You gotta pull up Tom Cruise's signature.
We will. Look, nut, stove, egg, some other kind of company.
Oh, like isn't that like some
I
kind
don't
of baking
know.
shit?
Yeah, maybe.
Where's the creepy dolls at?
Oh,
Oh,
I pulled
hell
those 2
yeah.
out, yeah.
Hell yeah, move.
I'm dying.
Move. Fucking move. Do something. Alright guys, so apologize first for the audio quality. That was with a GoPro 2 years ago. We've since upgraded to this bad boy. The experience was a fun one. We didn't find much. I didn't know what to expect going into that back lot. But everything was like super dusty, and there seemed to be a lot of like older furniture, bigger types of units that you saw, like arcade cabinets, you know, the pre-war crane coin, you know, operating thing, stuff like that. That's just way out of my league. And honestly, I like small stuff, right? So the Barbies that we found, he called the owner. Everything was on the up and up. He was calling the owner, and the owner said, "Oh no, thanks for finding them. We're gonna take them to Missouri, where we're gonna open up a second location." So we did find some big box adult films that they just happily gave us. They didn't even know, because they didn't even know what's in these boxes. They haven't been through them in years. And obviously there's some big money in that, but it's hard to sell. Even I was thinking maybe a flea market, but you know, since we sell toys and collectibles, I basically have since traded them to my buddy Jeremiah, who has clientele who he can supply that stuff with. So speaking of comic books, I learned a lot from Jeremiah, and the very first thing he told me to get was this book. It's the Overstreet Comic Book Price Guide, and I actually have to get a new copy. I've looked. It's on pre-order for the update for the 24-25 edition. So to answer the question of how much I spent on the Tales of the Jedi collection in those 22 bags, I spent about $45 after my 20%. According to the price guide, it's worth about $90. So not bad. But having that kind of equity into a collection with that condition, because they were all, you know, bagged and boarded when I found them, was kind of inspiring. Just to show you my copy of Star Wars #1. This is actually 25. Whoops. I tried to be all slick. It's right here. We'll pull out the first. So we'll just show you this real quick. 1, 2, and 3. Since then, I actually have started collecting comic books. And I'll tell the story more in detail at another time. But I just wanted to show you, yeah, these are cool. I love them. I actually sold this, #1. It's a reprint. I think there was an initial run of the Star Wars, about 600 to 700,000. That sold out. They did only a second run, which is now called a reprint. And if you can see it, the reprint is right there in blue. It's hard to see, but that's the reprint. And then the 2, and then the 3. And so, yeah, I have started a comic book collection. And then, guys, it's like as if I manifested what I was talking about in my video last night. I sold comic books off of Facebook Marketplace this morning. I picked up 2 bags of Adventure Time comic books. And this is what's, I guess, considered the what sold content. And the 2 bags of Adventure Time comic books that I picked up, I think I paid about $7 for both of them. I lotted them up. I sold the first one for about $20.25, and I just sold that one for $20 this morning, and they were just random issues. So I made about, I pulled in $45 on a $7 investment on comic books, and that's what comic books I can hold on to for a very long time. They don't take up very much space. As well as I also sold this VHS, Galaxy of Terror, which I got in a big deal that you'll see in a upcoming video here. I don't know how long it's going to take, but on vacation in Iowa, big marketplace find, big score, and I'm almost sold out of all the VHS. Galaxy of Terror is a early 80s, like 80, 81, Aliens ripoff, something you only would have seen on HBO late at night with, bad special effects, bad storytelling, and topless women in space. So, you hear a lot of people talk about VHS being collectible and the 99% not being collectible. I wanted to do what's called a media showcase, right? Let's talk about the VHS that is valuable and collectible. And I'm going to start with my own collection, and that is the 2 copies of License to Drive that I have.
Now, I love my coffee. It's probably the one thing I truly do cherish on this godforsaken mudball called Earth. And what I'm trying to say is that most examiners use a clipboard. I don't believe them.
Now, I just recently got this from a subscriber who actually found me on OfferUp, and through books and cassettes, we were able to facilitate some deals. And this is what he traded me, even though I already had it. And why I like this one still has like the CBS Fox plastic wrapping on it, cellophane on it. And you can kind of see it. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there it is, right there. And it's in plastic. Since they're both different, this is a green box, and this is an orange box, and this is a red, and this is a black. I'm keeping them both, but these probably would run you, what I looked up, maybe $30 to $40, depending on condition, right? Sealed even more. But yeah, 80s movies on VHS, that's what's hot right now. So again, when you're looking at VHS at Goodwill, if it's not a first run pressing or very near first run pressing of a really, not obscure 80s movies, but not an 80s movie that you're seeing put out on DVD every other year, like a Goonies. Like, you see Goonies DVDs all the time. Again, it was a fun video to make. I hope it was a fun video to watch. Tomorrow is our toy show, so I'm getting kind of amped up, especially since I just had a Dr. Pepper to help me project a little bit more energy into the videos. And hopefully we do really well, because got some exciting things going on in the future. So stick around, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, ring that bell, and I'll check you out next time on Retro Ventures.